In this episode of The Landscape, I got a chance to speak to one of the top contributors of the Flux project, and her name is Priyanka, or Pinky Ravi. We got a chance to speak about the value that Flux is providing at the end of the day in the GitOps universe, all the stuff that's going on there, to big name end users like SAP, like Orange, some other brands that you will definitely have heard of. Well, Priyanka shares information about what kind of value they're getting from it, why these big end users are choosing to use Flux, and all the things that are going on there that are catching her attention in terms of the updates, new features that people can find. This episode is brought to you by OVH Cloud, the global cloud provider delivering industry-leading performance and cost-effective solutions. From managed Kubernetes to private registries, OVH Cloud has the cloud-native tools you need. OVH Cloud, the world needs different. Now, let's check out the episode with Priyanka.
Hi, I am Priyanka Ravi. I work at G Research. I'm a platform tech advocate.
Very good. Now, what problem does Flux solve?
Flux is a GitOps tool that solves things like configuration drift. How do you get code from Git to deployment, S3 bucket to deployment, OCI registry, whatever you're doing, and basically do it in a very GitOps way.
Now, Flux here at KubeCon, Salt Lake City. What are the conversations you've been having about what's the news that's going on in Flux?
I've been hearing some really cool use cases that are really interesting. I really like how many people are using our image automation controllers, which I feel like are very underrated. And it's also really been interesting hearing about people starting to use sharding in their different multi-cluster setups. That's been really interesting.
Good. And compared to last KubeCon, what have been the developments that have been going on in Flux in the past 6 months?
Yeah, so a big one is the sharding, so like the horizontal and vertical scalability now. And also all of the Helm controllers are now GA, which we're very excited about. And then coming up soon, the image automation controllers will also be GA.
Tell me, how about Flux? I understand that Flux has also, made its way to the security world. Why is that?
So yeah, because Flux has actually undergone several security audits, no CVEs were found. It's very security focused. The idea is that, it's a pull model versus a push model. So everything is kind of going through an automated process. If a bad actor comes in and deletes something, it'll just stand it back up within its next sync interval. So it's very security focused.
And how did you get involved in the project?
So I actually used to work at a large insurance company, and we set up GitOps at the whole company, and we chose Flux. And so I was an end user, and then I met some people at the company that used to exist, Weaveworks, and then I ended up there, and Flux was, my job for the last 2 years to help promote and help end users. And I love it so much that I apparently just can't stop.
What makes the community, Flux, the project, and also the community surrounding it, what's the special sauce? What makes it different?
Honestly, it's got people from all different areas. There's so many of us that are all over now that still care about the project. There's several companies that are invested in it. And then the end users are really, really cool, and I really love having conversations with them. They're super awesome. They're very kind, and it's cool seeing like the different use cases, honestly.
In terms of end users, who are some of the ones, maybe household brands, ones that we would know?
Yeah, so actually, I have a slide for that. So some of these are the big ones. So like SAP, Volvo, RingCentral. We have a bunch, lots of them, Orange. Yeah, so there's a lot of big end users that we have.
In terms of, other GitOps tools that are out there, how does Flux differentiate itself?
So Flux is a lot more lightweight, and it also uses like the True Helm API. So if you care about like a True Helm installed, you can do like a Helm list. It'll actually show up. And also, yeah, it's very lightweight. It's just made of 13 CRDs and up to like six Kubernetes controllers. If you install it by default, it only comes with 4. Easy to set up. Very great documentation. I recommend y'all get started with it. And that's from an end user perspective as well. So
good. Now, if people want to get involved in the project and start contributing, what kind of contributors are you looking for? Where should people go?
We're looking for anyone that wants to contribute. So there is, go to the fluxcd.io, and there is a contributing guide in there, and it tells you how to get started. Come to our Flux meetings, project meetings. There's bug scrubs. Check out the website. That's where you'll find everything.
All right, good. Thank you very much. Cheers.